Hey everyone, Shabby Gamer here, and welcome to the very final video from Mayhem in our SWE 2K17 Universe mode. This is the Draft Immunity Rumble. I really should have thought about that before just busting it out here, shouldn't I? The Draft Immunity Rumble. So we've got 30 men here from Mayhem, and the winner, and anyone aligned with that winner, will be staying on this brand. So who's in there? Well, that has been chosen by NJPW. He's taken 30 of his biggest names, and they're all going to fight out here. So who is going to start at number 1? It's going to be Bobby Lashley starting off at number 1 here in the Mayhem Rumble. I don't think there's a massive worry here for Bobby Lashley. Of course, there is a worry that for some people they might not make it into 2K18. 2K17 might have been as far as SWE is going to go for them, but I feel like Lashley's someone who might be, I don't want to say immune from that, but I feel like he may be someone who definitely will get picked up by one of the 5 brands. Plus, there is this idea that I have, well, I say I have, I can take that back. There is this idea that NJPW has had that he really wants to pull out, which is some sort of UFC-style tournament that we're going to do. With the match creator now, it gives us more opportunity to create these sort of match types that we could do. And Bobby Lashley, of course, with his UFC background, will be a very good part of that. You can imagine sort of Lashley versus Lesnar style situation, that sort of stuff. That'd be pretty damn cool. And what else can we do? There's, of course, Suzuki. I mentioned this, I think, on the Shabby Carnage the other day. Shabby Carnage. There's quite a few things we could do. I think we're going to go for a strong style tournament as well. We've got the UFC style tournament. We're going to, of course, bring back the King of the Cruiserweight tournament. Of course, this year won by Kalisto. See if he can keep his crown, or someone else might take that away from him. And what else can we do? If tag team matches work, which I've watched 1 or 2 little tag team matches now. Michael Elgin, number 2 in this one as well. That's interesting. So I've watched a couple of people who put matches up for 2K18 early, and I've watched a couple of tag matches, and they do seem to work quite well. It seems like people are a bit better at getting in the ring and trying to block off the defender, or the person trying to break up the pin anyway. So that seems to work quite well. It's a case of we'll have to wait and see what happens. But I'm pretty impressed with it so far, I must admit. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that pans out, to be honest. But if tag team matches do work, then yeah, a tag team tournament is definitely going to be done in 2K18. I've said before, if 6-man tag works, then King of the Trios is definitely going to be one to go for. And then maybe some sort of stable warfare. If 8-man tag works, then we could go some sort of stable warfare. That'd be pretty cool. So here we go then. 30 men will enter. Every 30 seconds, somebody else will join these 2 guys. We've started off with Bobby Lashley at number 1, Michael Elgin at number 2. You would assume, the way that these matches sort of normally go, you would assume that neither of these 2 guys would win. But you never know. Stranger things have happened on this game. Stranger things have happened. So, yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens, I suppose. Now, like I said, there are a lot of big names on here, including some monsters. Of course, I think Matanza Cueto, the former Mayhem champions, on there. Brock Lesnar as well. Seth Rollins, Sting, some of the big names. And talking of Sting, he enters the ring at number 3. Now, I think Sting would be one of the people that PJ would be quite happy to win this Rumble. Now, I know PJ Toby's probably sat there right now watching this thinking he really wants certain people to win this one because it's going to make it better for him. He's going to have a better roster if the right people win. And not necessarily better people as such, but better suited for the plans that he has for 2K18. A Sting now trying to eliminate Bobby Lashley. And obviously I'm sat here wanting certain people to be eliminated because I want to pick them up in 2K18 as well. Nice spinning neckbreaker there by Michael Elgin on Bobby Lashley. Now I'm going to mark Sting off because he's entered the match. I've actually got a list in front of me this time that I'm going to keep track of so I know who's still to come in. And here comes one half of the former tag team champions, Jeff Hardy, entering the match. Now I've got a horrible feeling that I remember there's some sort of weird rhythm behind this. Well, I'm gonna have one attempt to guess, right? If there's a strange way, then it's not randomized and they actually put people in a set order, then my guess would be the next person would be the former Mayhem television champion, Seth Rollins. That is going to be my guess for this. We'll have to wait and see what happens. I'm not sure if that is going to happen or not, but I'm hoping it doesn't. Because if that doesn't happen, then it means there's not a dodgy... Because there seems to be a set way... No, it hasn't happened. Good. Oh, it's gone actually there. Okay. Okay, that's fine. I'm less worried now. We're yet to have a single elimination here as Finn Balor joins the group. As Jeff Hardy looking to eliminate Sting, of course, maybe trying to get some retribution for that amazing match they had back in TNA where Jeff was off his tits and Sting beat him in a matter of a few seconds. Finn trying to eliminate Elgin, but Elgin fighting back with a forearm, and now Bobby Lashley's going to have a go with a neck breaker. No, Elgin breaks free. And a clubbing blow of Sting taking the former tag team champion. So former champions in the ring at the moment, of course. Sting, the former television champion, lost it at Shabby Mania to Chris Jericho. And Jeff Hardy, former tag team champion, held those Mayhem belts for quite a long time. As in comes Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Yeah, this must be random. There was a couple of entrances where it sort of did go in a list of what I put them in, but it seems to have gone completely random again now. So it must have just been sheer luck. A Sting looking to eliminate Jeff. Who's going to be the first man eliminated? It is Jeff Hardy, the first man eliminated from the Mayhem Rumble. But that does not mean the end of tonight for Jeff Hardy, because there's a chance that his brother Matt could win this. And if Matt wins this, as I said before, anyone who's aligned with those people will stay on this brand as well. So if Matt does win the Rumble, which is, it's not impossible, but, you know, it's there's a 1 in 29 chance, I suppose, now. If Matt does win the Rumble, then Jeff will be staying on Mayhem as well. As Ricky Steamboat here looking to eliminate Bobby Lashley. That'd be an interesting one. And there goes Bobby Lashley. Number 1 has been eliminated. As we do have another entrant coming his way down to the ring now, I believe. Who is it going to be? Lashley, they're holding his elbow a little bit. That's a little worrying. Who's the next entrant into the match? Please don't tell me it's bugged, because I have had a bug before where people get stuck on the ramp. German suplex there was... I wasn't paying full attention there. Who just got eliminated? Finn Balor got eliminated. So I was trying to see if it was bugged or not. It might be okay. I think there's someone down... As soon as somebody else comes in the ring, I'll be happy. Oh, it's Brian Cage. Brian Cage entered the ring. Now, in 2K18, I believe they have put something in that means that tag team partners will work together in Rumbles. However, that is not currently in this game. Therefore, I don't think Brian Cage and Michael Elgin will work together. So it might get a little bit iffy looking. But of course, that would be a hell of a team to work together in a Rumble, wouldn't it? Both members of the Unbreakable effing Machines. A Sting now looking to eliminate Elgin. And Cage looking to eliminate Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. I've not marked Brian Cage off. There we go. And there goes Elgin. No, he holds on for dear life. And now Sting still looking to eliminate him. Force him underneath the bottom rope now. Cage just holding. Ooh. That was a big bang. I'm not quite sure what that was. Roddy Piper comes in. So there's this big bang there. Not quite sure what just happened, to be honest. It made my lava lamp go a bit funny, so I'm hoping it's not anything to do with my lava lamp's gone broken. I'm never too sure what these lava lamps you buy from dodgy shops, are you? It won't explode, it'll be fine. So Roddy Piper's entered the match now as well. Of course, he has only ever been on Mayhem. And it's a bit weird we actually forgot to put him on in the first place, to be honest. So he is going to be on this one. He's going to be in 2K18 as well, I should imagine. I should imagine he'll be part of the draft. It's just down to one of the 5 brands picking him, of course. Nice kick right in the chest of Michael Elgin. And here comes the other member of the Hardys, of course, Matt Hardy. Very early entrant for Matt, which could be a problem when it comes to potentially going on to win it, because as we've seen before in these matches, I wouldn't imagine the winner would become anywhere before 25, but you never know. Like I said, stranger things have happened. Where's Roddy Piper on my list? Have I already knocked him off? Already marked him off? No, I haven't. Piper, there he is. I knew he was in there somewhere. Sting now forcing Matt, but Matt fights back. And of course, there's 6 people in the ring right now, so nobody else will enter until we get 1 eliminated. Of course, this is going to change in 2K18. We are going to have... Oh, go on. Wow. Wow, Steamboat just launching Brian Cage over the top. And Elgin could follow him here very soon. Can Elgin hold on? Of course, Elgin, number 2 entrant into his match, is doing so well to still be in here, to be honest. And he is still in. Wow. But now Piper once again looking to eliminate him. Yes, of course, in 2K18 it's not going to be so much of a problem because you can then have 8 people in the ring at the same time. So that's going to be more interesting because I would imagine by the time the 8th person's come into the ring, at least one of the 6 or one of the 8 in the ring would have been eliminated, I would imagine. Okay, I just turned around and somebody else has been eliminated. There's only 5 in the ring again. I keep looking at my screen to make sure it's recording okay. My screen's got ever so much delay. Well, there goes Michael Elgin. I saw that one. I saw that one. Maybe I got a bit confused there. Maybe it was Cage and Elgin both being eliminated. It probably is, you know. Right, I'm going to stop being confused now. Yeah, if I look at my my recording screen with the Elgato capture card, which is what I use, it records like 2 or 3 seconds behind, and it delays your audio to match. As in comes Lex Luger. So if I look away from my TV and look at my recording screen to make sure everything's okay still, and then look back, I've sort of lost like 3 or 4 seconds. I have a little blind spot here and there, which normally isn't a problem, but in matches like this where a lot of things can happen, it can really throw you off. Sting, who's been in this match for quite some time now, he was number 3 entrant, wasn't he? And he's looking to try and get another elimination with Roddy Piper. But Piper fighting back enough. Piper catching Sting with a front chancery. I think there's quite a few people that have already entered this match that PJW would have loved to have kept. And quite some people that have already been eliminated as well. Like I said, Jeff still technically in this, even though he's out. Because, of course, he is alongside Matt Hardy, and that will count as both of them staying on the brand. And in comes Chris Benoit, the first member of the Radicals in this match here. And again, we are up to 6 people, so no one will enter until we do get an elimination. Where's old Ben White's name? Have I knocked him off yet? There he is. Right, Benoit's off. There's still some big names left, I must say. Some big, big names. As Luger trying to eliminate Benoit straight away. And still Luger trying to force Benoit over that top rope. He's got a lot of strength in Benoit. You wouldn't put it... Luger. You wouldn't put it completely past him to get this elimination here. Leg drop by Sting. Sting throwing Piper into the back of Steamboat. It seems to be people's pathing seems to be a lot better this time. Maybe not perfect, but the pathing has been a lot better on 2K18, so that might stop a few of the annoying things. And there does go Sting eventually. That puts us back down to 5 people in the ring, which is there is a space for somebody else to enter. I don't know where at the moment. I think we're probably around about 10 or 12 at the moment. I've not been keeping 100% track. I've been knocking people off as they enter the match, but I've got no idea how many's left. We could be almost halfway actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, a quick look at mine. I'm saying we're around about 10, so we're about a third of the way through. Like I said, still a lot of big, big names available then. Luger is still trying to eliminate Benoit. He's trying his hardest on that one. He's been trying his hard on that for quite some time, though, hasn't he, really? And still Luger going after Benoit. And looks like Piper's sort of bugged out here. He's trying to finish. He's trying to hit his finish maneuver on someone, but that person's been sort of taken out of the animation now. So Luger's just Benoit and Piper's just stuck there. Here comes Batista, though. Another big, big name in Batista. A big, big man as well. And again, we're up to 6 people. So nobody else will enter until one of these guys leave. Be nice if one of these guys were to win it from this position, but I just don't think it's possible, to be honest. It's just the way this game works. People that are quite early entrants never seem to get the the big pull, it's not like you're never going to get a number 1 to number 30 in this game. Hopefully they make it a little bit stronger in 2K18, but I think it's just down to eventually you just run out of stamina, I think. That's what it is. There's now Benoit trying to eliminate Luger, Piper trying to eliminate Batista, and Matt Hardy hitting there. Wasn't a side effect really, just it was a loose side effect. Benoit taking Luger up. Oh wow, Benoit just powerbomb Luger over the top rope, my word. That was brutal by Chris Benoit. You know what, I am glad we brought Benoit in. I know there's a lot of stigma attached, but as I've always said, as Steamboat here taking Matt Hardy over the top as well, and there goes Matt Hardy, which means that we will definitely have the Hardy Boys in the draft. They will not be guaranteed a place here on Mayhem. Yeah, there's a lot of stigma involved with Chris Benoit, but I've always said, and I say this for a lot of things as well, it's a very grey area, because I will say, with what we're using Benoit for, we're trying to respect his in-ring career rather than anything else. And as I've said in the past, what he did outside the ring should not take away from what he did inside the ring. But then again, it's the same way around. What happened inside the ring should not take away from what happened outside the ring. So it's a tricky situation to be in. There's no right and wrong, I don't think. But as much as he did what he did, I don't think he was in the right mental state to be fully blamed for what he did. I think he was pretty much out there. And I feel like this is a way to sort of respect what he did inside the ring. And he was, if you look at it, Benoit and Guerrero together were two of the guys that really forced the new era in, where smaller guys could be considered in the main event picture. And if it wasn't for guys like Benoit and Guerrero, I don't think the likes of Rey Mysterio for definite, but Daniel Bryan, all those sort of guys would have really got the opportunity they really deserved in the top of the roster. So it's you've got to respect what the guy did. He really turned the company and the industry around to allow some of these smaller, more technical guys to get the achievements that they so deserve. But yeah, it's quite obvious that what he did was terrible. But yeah, we're really just respecting what he did inside the ring by having him part of this universe mode. I love that move. That is quite possibly my favourite move in wrestling. That catching deadlift German suplex is just insane. As in comes, of course, we've seen Sami Callihan and Jake Roberts entering now as well. Okay, I've just realised it has been put in the last 3 and in order as well. Damn you, game. I'm just going to ignore my list. It's probably the best way of going, isn't it? As Sami Callihan looking to eliminate Batista. What a move that would be for Callihan to eliminate somebody big like Batista. Everyone wants to have on their CV they eliminated a Bond victim from a Bond villain from a Royal Rumble. That's what everyone wants on the CV, isn't it? And Benoit seems to be broken here. Not quite sure what's happened to Benoit. He's rocking a pretty good still frame here. And I'm hoping when somebody attacks him, as there goes Batista, hopefully if Eddie Edwards attacks Benoit, it should free him from that glitch, and it has done. So Batista's gone as well. And in comes Eddie Edwards, who, of course, had that grudge match at Shabby Mania against Davey Richards, and I think he won it. My memory's not very good, actually. My memory's completely escaped me, but I think he won it, which means that we will be drafted, if they both make it, of course, if they both make it into the draft, then Eddie Edwards and Davey Richards are no longer a tag team. So they will be drafted separately into the rosters, so that's an interesting one. Nice jawbreaker there by Eddie Edwards on Chris Benoit. Now then, we're getting quite far into this now. We're definitely over halfway. And thankfully, Eddie Edwards saved us from the glitch that was Chris Benoit in that completely still frame. And Sami Callihan versus Jake the Snake Roberts. That's a wonder match, that is, isn't it? And that's why I love doing this SWE for you guys, because we could have had, and I've done it in the past, I've done sort of set rosters. In comes the Ultimate Warrior. I've done set rosters in the past, so for example, we'd do Ring of Honor, for example, or we'd do New Japan, or we'd do Lucha Underground, or Global Force. We'd do all these sort of things, and it made more sense at the point of time to do that, because it brought people in because they know that we're coming for. However, in SWE, by doing these drafts across these 5 different brands, you create some real wonder matches that people never ever would have ever thought they would have seen. Like, who would have ever thought they'd see the Ultimate Warrior colliding with Chris Benoit inside a Royal Rumble, while Jake the Snake is trying to eliminate Sami Callihan. It's just out there. You never would have thought you'd seen it, and that is the wonder that is SWE, and that is what we work towards. As in comes Davey Richards, the other former member of the American Wolves. Now, will Richards and Edwards go for each other, or will they get a chance here? As Benoit looking to eliminate Eddie Edwards, and there goes Sami Callihan via Jake the Snake Roberts. So just when we hit 6 names again, we drop back down to 5. I seem to recall that it was Benoit's debut where he faced off against Davey Richards. So that's a pretty cool one to... Now Benoit going after Eddie Edwards, so real mixture. It looks like the American Wolves are not getting a chance to continue their little feud between each other, because simply both of them at the moment are being brutally attacked. As I think Benoit's just busted Eddie Edwards open with that knee strike in the face. Benoit now looking for it. There's the German, keeps the grip, rolls the hip in for the second. The German once again keeps the grip and rolls the hip, looking for the trifecta of German suplexes there on Eddie Edwards by Chris Benoit, but Eddie Edwards completely no-sells it. That is 2K17 in a nutshell there. Get hit with someone's signature maneuver, 3 German suplexes, then completely no-sells it. And that's one... It's frustrating me, that little thing, but it's just... I think it's fixable. I just think that when you hit a signature or finisher, you should be able to kick out of pins, but I don't think you should be able to hit a reversal that soon after. As in comes... Oh, in comes another member of the Radicals in Perry Saturn. But as Perry Saturn comes into the ring, Benoit is eliminated anyway, so no chance for the Radicals to make hay there while the sun shined on him. So still on 5 in the ring, which is good. It keeps the movement of people flowing nicely. Still a few people we haven't seen yet, though, in this Rumble. Some big names like Lesnar, Matanza, and Seth Rollins. Like I said, big names they are. As there goes Davey Richards as well. Takes down to 4 in the ring now, is it? Yep, 4 in the ring. As Eddie trying to eliminate Perry Saturn. So Eddie Edwards entered the match before Davey Richards. And is going to be eliminated, or win, of course. I'm not going to write him off here, but it's going to be very difficult for him. After Richards has left the ring. So, oh, a little burp there. I didn't know that was coming. And, like a child, oh, that's some sort of baby there. So that's going to really get underneath Davey Richards' skin again, I think. Knowing that Eddie's outdone him here once again. Perry Saturn taking a big risk here, going to the top rope in a match where you could be pushed over the top. And here comes Carl Anderson. One half, of course, of the club, Carl Anderson. So, of course, if he wins this one, then both himself and Luke Gallows will stay on the Mayhem brand for WWE 2K18. But Perry Saturn's looking to get rid of him straight away. Perry Saturn knowing that if he stays around, then he's not going to want the... well, it doesn't matter, I suppose. If he stays around, then he's won the Rumble, so it's not going to matter who else is in the match, is it really? What on earth just happened? Well, I don't know what happened, but Perry Saturn's ended up on the outside of the ring there. It was funny if he got eliminated from that, wasn't it? So we're up to 5 in the ring. As in comes Luke Gallows straight after Anderson, one after the other. The random number generator on this game is a little bit risky and a little bit out there. Because I would have thought that obviously Gallows and Anderson were put in one after the other, and they've entered the match one after the other. There's been quite a few times where people next to each other. I don't know if it's just luck, but I don't think it was, because I think I've done quite a few Rumbles in the past and it ended that way. I'm hoping it's not going to be that way. I remember I did one Rumble before where it ended up being like all alphabetical order, because it literally put them in the order that I put them on the list. And there goes Jake Roberts. So again, we hit 6 people straight back down to 5. Jake Roberts eventually being eliminated. Now, who's been in the longest? It's either Warrior or Edwards has been in here the longest, I think. I think it might be Edwards. As Carl Anderson looking to eliminate Eddie Edwards. If Warrior knew better, I think Warrior's just taking a bit of a rest, but there does go Eddie Edwards via Carl Anderson. Of course, Carl Anderson. And again, it's a little bit annoying because Anderson and Gallows are not going to work together, but on 2K18 they should work together, which would be pretty cool. I'd like to see that in action, to be honest. So, of course, the winner of this is not only going to get the chance to... Oh, my God, Warrior. Oh, my God, just Gorilla presses... Gorilla presses Carl Anderson to the outside. Wow. Yeah, the winner of this one is not only going to get immunity from the draft and know they're going to be placed on Mayhem for next year, but they will also get themselves a nice little wedge of ranking points. I've not decided yet how much it's going to be. I'm thinking maybe 30, because you won a 30-man Rumble, but that maybe seems a little bit under... I'm going to say 50. I'm going to say the winner of the Rumble gets 50 ranking points. So there's a lot up for grabs here. A lot up for grabs. Essentially, 50 ranking points is going to put you straight in the championship picture, as in comes John Cena. John Cena enters at roughly number 20, I think we're at now. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, I think that might be number 20. I'm showing 9 more left to come in. I might be wrong. My list is not 100% because my list is wrong. But I think that might have been, yeah, 9 people left to arrive. And I'll tell you what, those 9 people are immense. They really are. I'm not even lying to you at the moment. The 9, I think whoever wins this Rumble now, PJ Toby's going to be very happy. The 3 he's got in the ring, and the 9 that are soon to enter, they're very, very strong. I wish it would come up on the screen and tell you who's coming in. Here comes Aleister Black. Oh. Wow, okay. Aleister Black enters. Aleister Black has had an awful 2K17. He really needs to turn it around in 2K18. Of course, he is only DLC, but I'm sure that... we'll probably find a core of him early on and replace him with the DLC once it comes along. Not 100% sure where Aleister's going to be placed yet. I feel like Carnage would be really well suited for him, but at the same time, I don't know. I've sort of penciled down a Carnage roster and it ended up being massive. So I'm going to have to take people off it rather than putting more people on it, I suppose. But I don't know. I think when it comes around to Aleister Black, I think myself and PJ Toby could use him on so many different brands that I feel like he would be better suited in the draft rather than on Carnage. As, oh, beautiful gutbuster there by Luke Gallows, taking Aleister Black up on his shoulder, slamming down. In comes Dean Malenko. Wow, that leaves us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 left to come in. And my word, the 7. I think all 7 are former world champions, bar 1 maybe. Bar 1, but the one I'm not even gonna commit to that, to be honest. But the one who wasn't a champion should have been. I'm gonna Google it now and check because I don't want to look stupid when he enters the ring and get it completely wrong. But I've got a feeling he only ever won the Intercontinental. No, he was. He was the World Heavyweight Champion in WWF, and he was the WCW Champion as well. There we go. That's a little bit of a clue there for you. As in comes Hulk Hogan, goes straight after Cena, as you would. And Hogan wasn't the guy I was talking about, by the way. As Luke Gallows trying to miss Aleister Black, and Black holds on, skins the cat as well. We're up to 6 in the ring now. Warrior's been there for quite some time. He is quite easily the longest standing man in this Rumble at this point in time. If Warrior won, that would be amazing. As, well, Luke Gallows just launches Aleister Black over the top, and that's bye-bye Aleister Black. You will be in the draft, my friend. Now, I feel like in 2K18, Aleister Black is going to go singles. I don't think we're going to give him the Michael Dante link. As much as I like the Sumerian Death Squad as a tag team, it's not really worked out too well for them so far in this universe mode. But I feel like Aleister Black needs that singles run to show what he can do. We might bring in Dante at some point, but I don't want him to get caught up, Black, in the tag team division. There's quite a few people that's happened to recently, hasn't it? Like, who's a good example? Well, over on Octane, for example, when we had Kushida and Alex Shelley as the tag team champions for the entirety of the universe mode, we didn't really get to use Kushida enough in the Cruiserweight division. Of course, he did end up winning the Cruiserweight Championship anyway, as you do. I can't believe Warrior's still going, to be honest. Have I got this right, then? Is there only 6 people left to enter? I might have this right. If I have got this right, I'm very impressed with myself, to be honest. And like I said, any of the people that go on to win this Rumble, I think PJ Toby will be happy about. Some maybe more than others, but I think he'll be happy nonetheless. Big boot there by Cena right into Hogan, and in comes Goldberg. 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 Goldberg straight away trying to eliminate Dean Malenko. And watching Dean Malenko skin the cat and make his way back in as Ultimate Warrior trying to eliminate Luke Gallows, but Gallows still holding on. And there goes Cena. Hogan eliminates John Cena. And Warrior just eliminates Luke Gallows and launched him over the top. Warrior has been really, really impressive here. Really impressive. And this is definitely going to raise his stock for the draft for 2K18. Definitely improve his stock, because I think both myself and Peter have been watching him here. I've got to be very impressed, and I feel like he might deserve more. Of course, I think he's quite low down in the Mayhem rankings at the moment. Nothing to do with what PJ Toby's done. PJ Toby's given him opportunities. He just seems to have lost them all so far. So it's going to be a bit more interesting for him next year. He's going to have to go on a little bit of a run. I'm thinking maybe we're going to have to utilise squash matches a bit more next year. I didn't want to do them this year, as finally there goes Ultimate Warrior, which leaves us with 5 people left to enter, and 3 spaces in the ring. I keep saying 5 people. I might be wrong. I've worked it out of 5, but I might be wrong. There might be one more. I'm not sure. I don't think there is, though. I don't think there is, as Goldberg looking to eliminate Hogan now, and Hogan holds on for dear life. Now Hogan's sending Goldberg over the top. And Hogan trying to force Goldberg under the bottom rope. Can he eliminate him? And in comes Macho Man Randy Savage. Now this was one I was interested about, and of course he is a former WWF and WCW champion. I was a little bit unsure. Who is it I'm thinking of? I'm sure I'm thinking of someone who never won the World Championship. Who am I thinking of? Who really should have done? Well, I know there's quite a few people who that can explain, isn't it, really? But I had a feeling that Macho Man was one of them, but obviously I was completely wrong. He held the WWF Championship in 88 and 89, and he held the WCW Championship in the mid-90s as well. So, Savage. So I've got 4 more on my list to enter. Whether that's the right number or not, I'm not sure. If you guys out there are counting, you can let me know. I should have said at the beginning who you think's going to win, as, wow, there goes Goldberg. Hulk Hogan has big boots Goldberg over the top. And he has been limited. I think I just saw Booker T make his way down to the ring as well. I did. Booker T. There he is. Booker T. Wow. So essentially we've got 3 people left. Okay. I wonder. I freaking wonder. I don't know. As there goes Dean Malenko. 3 people left. 3 spaces in the ring. Right. I think any of the 3 people in the ring now, and any of the 3 left to enter, have got a very good chance of winning it. Well, one of the 6 are going to win it, obviously. There's no question about that. One of the 6 are going to win. Unless there is a magical 7th person that I've not written down properly. As Booker T now trying to force Hulk Hogan under the bottom. Hogan makes his way back into the ring as Savage caught him. And I believe people are going crazy now because somebody else is making their way down to the ring. Who is it going to be? It's Seth Rollins. Wow, my God, the last 2 people to enter this match. If any of these 4 win the match, I'd be very impressed, because the 2 people left to come in, for me, are the favourites. For me, these last 2 people coming in are the favourites. And you probably can guess who they are based on the Mayhem rosters. As Hogan looking to eliminate Booker T. And Savage looking to try and eliminate Seth. And both Seth and Booker enter the ring once again. Now Savage looking to try and eliminate Seth as well. Nice belly-to-belly slam there by Hogan, as Savage does have Seth on the top. And in comes Matanza Cueto. Yep, Matanza Cueto is still ready to enter. That is crazy. And I think we can probably guess who number 30 is, can't we? I think we can all guess who number 30 is. Something that I don't think PW is overly bothered about, to be honest. And neither am I, in fairness, either. It's a little bit of a random one, isn't it, to say that about such a big wrestler, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. I don't want to spoil it, as Booker T looking to eliminate Hogan. Clubbing blow to the back there by Seth, and we are going to get a top quality victory in this Rumble, which is good, because like I said, the winner's going to get 50 ranking points and get thrust straight into that championship picture. As in comes your 30th and final member of the match. It is it's Brock Lesnar, not Booker Lesnar. So this is the final 6, I believe. The winner of this Battle Royal, essentially now, will be guaranteed a place on the Mayhem roster for 2K18 and receive 50 ranking points, so almost straight into the championship picture, depending on how well their season's gone so far. Lesnar sending Matanza Cueto over the top, and of course Lesnar has a bit of unfinished business with Matanza, considering it was Matanza who took the championship away from Lesnar. Matanza fights her way back in. Seth struggling with Macho Man. Booker T fights her way back in against Hogan though. Matanza now looking to try to eliminate, and there goes Booker. No, Booker holds on. Oh, nice elimination there by Savage on Seth Rollins. So Seth is gone. Matanza bringing Lesnar back up big. Oh, Lesnar just forcing Matanza back down to the ground. As Hogan looking to eliminate Booker T, and Savage is helping Hogan out here. So the Mega Powers work together. Of course, they team together on Shabby Mania to take on Cena and Lesnar, and that teamwork continuing here against Booker T, but Booker fighting back. Oh, that teamwork didn't last very long, did it? Savage now dropping Hogan with the atomic drop. Savage sending Hogan into the ropes. Nice running back elbow. And I'm assuming this is the final 5 because we've not seen anything load up for someone else to enter the match. So I'm pretty sure it's the final 5. And Lesnar's demolishing Matanza here. Matanza looks really out of place, hasn't he, the last week or so? He didn't have a very good time in Shabby Mania. And he's not having a very good time here either. That's now Savage looking to try and eliminate Hulk Hogan. As Lesnar still dominating Matanza Cueto. Matanza just, well, randomly jumped over the top rope there. And Lesnar now trying to eliminate Matanza Cueto. Can we get down to a final 4? As it looks like Booker and Savage are trying to work together here. And there we go. Matanza Cueto is gone. Matanza Cueto will be part of the draft for WWE 2K18. Savage now looking to eliminate Hogan. Can Savage push Hogan from underneath the ropes? Well, Booker T's been busted open, I think he has. By Lesnar. Savage breaking free from that gorilla press from Hogan. But Hogan continues by sending Savage over the top. Interesting if we had like double eliminations in matches like this, wouldn't it? Where maybe Savage would fight back and pull Hogan over the top and then both crash the bottom. That'd be interesting. Lesnar, good suplex there on Booker T, and I think Savage has decided that going after Lesnar is a wise idea here, trying to creep up behind him, but decides against it now and thinks he's going to continue focusing here on Hulk Hogan. Savage looking to eliminate Hogan once again. Can he finally get rid of him? Savage has been trying this for quite some time now. And there we go, Hogan is finally gone. We're down to Savage, Lesnar and Booker T. Or are we? No, Booker's gone. It's Randy Savage versus Brock Lesnar. Now that is a word I've never thought I'd say before. Macho Man Randy Savage versus Brock Lesnar. The winner of this is going to get 50 ranking points and guaranteed a place on the Mayhem roster for WWE 2K18. I can almost hear PJ Toby screaming through his television right now. I know exactly who he wants to win this. But will he get his way? As Savage here trying to eliminate Brock Lesnar. Oh, Lesnar fighting back in. And Lesnar, German suplex. Now this is very interesting. Now I've got vested interest in this myself because there's certain things that I want to do in my rosters. And it involves certain people that have been in this Rumble. And it involves someone who's in this match right now. So this is very interesting for me as well as Peter Toby. And I think Peter Toby will be very happy with the final 2 that he's got. No matter what happens, he's going to have a main event star on Mayhem for 2K18, straight off the bat. He knows it's going to be one person because both these guys are unaligned. Oh, Savage. catching Lesnar. I keep thinking Lesnar's going to take control of the match and Savage just gets back into it, but then another German suplex comes along. But then the German comes along. I don't know what happened there, but I just had to. It just had to happen there. Savage fighting back, shoulder block, taking down Lesnar. And Savage is booting the back of Lesnar now, and another boot in the back of Lesnar. Nice backbreaker as well, just bringing him down across his knee. Savage sending Lesnar over the top. Can he eliminate him though? The mini game begins. Does Savage have enough in the locker to eliminate Brock Lesnar here? Does Lesnar have enough to hold on? Oh my god. PJ Tovey has just started screaming right now. He is so happy with this. So happy. I cannot believe how that has planned out for him. I really can't. And Randy Savage, he entered quite a while ago as well. He wasn't one of the most recent to enter, was he? He must have been, well, within the top... must have been at the latest 25, somewhere like that. Surely, I might have to go back and double check that. But there it is. Macho Man Randy Savage starts Mayhem on WWE 2K18. That is going to be massive for PJ Tovey. That, myself, I think that's one of PJ Tovey's #1 draft picks that he was going to pick anyway. And one of the guys I really wanted as well for Throwdown, I must admit. And one of the guys I wanted for Octane as well. And there we go. Savage is staying with Mayhem. That is one very happy general manager sat there right now. Wow. Well, there we go, guys. Randy Savage stays on Mayhem, and he's going to get himself 50 ranking points. Right up that to rankings as well, which is going to push him straight into the championship picture. Ready for WWE 2K18 as well. Of course, if you have enjoyed this video, please do like, and of course, if you want to see some more, then hit that subscribe button as well. There is another 4 Rumbles coming up for you over the next 4 days, so be sure to keep an eye out for them, because we're going to be confirming some more people for our rosters on WWE 2K18. I've been Shabby Gamer, thank you very much for watching. See you all next time. Bye.
Bye.